Hello, dear students. Today we're going to speak about cell structure and organization. Let's start. A cell is the basic unit of life. It was first discovered by Robert Hooke. Every living organism is made up of cells. The organisms can be classified into two types on the basis of number of cells: unicellular and multicellular organisms. The cell is the basic unit of an organism. The size and shape can be carried according to the function of that particular cell. The cell is a combination of different cell organelles which perform different functions. The cell is the lowest level of organization of any living organism. Discovery of cell. Robert Hooke observed the cell for the first time in 1665. Robert Hooke was observing a dried segment of the quark within a compound microscope. During the observation, he noticed various little chambers, which he named the cells. Compound microscopes have limited magnification and can't see the cell properly. Hence, with all his observations, he stated that those chambers are non-living. After some time, another scientist, Anton van Leeuwenhoek, observed quark under a compound microscope with more magnification. During his observation, he saw that cells were showing some movements. Hence, he stated that cells are living. Cellular organization. The components that make up a cell are called cellular organization. Every component of the cell has certain specific and crucial functions assigned, and the components of the cell are called organelle. Every living being has different levels of organization. When a single cell performs all the functions of life, it is termed unicellular organism or single-celled organism. When there are several levels of the organization, it is termed multicellular organization or many-celled organization. The cellular organization example includes bone cells, nerve cells, blood cells, and many more. It is also observed that the single cells perform certain functions individually and perform together with other cells in cellular organization biology for the benefit of the entire organism. Cell theory. The concept that cells are the basic units of life became embodied in a theory called the cell theory, which embraces the following main ideas. Cells form the building blocks of living organism. Cells arise only by the division of existing cells. Cells contain inherited information which controls their activities. The cell is the functioning unit of life. Metabolism takes place in cells. Given suitable conditions, cells are capable of independent existence. Types of cells. Eukaryotes and prokaryotes are the two main categories of organisms. Eukaryotic cells are found in multicellular organisms. Some eukaryotes are single cells. Prokaryotic cells typically consist of a single cell and are less developed than eukaryotic cells. Structure of cell. The cell structure consists of separate components with clear functions necessary for the complete life cycle. This includes the following: cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, cell organelles. The structure of a typical animal cell. The cell has a cell surface membrane which encloses the cell contents. The contents consist of a central ball-shaped nucleus surrounded by material called cytoplasm. The nucleus contains the fibrous materials called chromatin. This condenses to form chromosomes during cell division. Chromatin contains DNA, the material which controls the various activities inside the cell. Scattered within the cytoplasm are mitochondria, small rod-like structures. They have been described as the powerhouses of the cell because they supply energy. Smaller dots within the cytoplasm are particles of stored food. Many consist of glycogen, which is a food storage polysaccharide. Plant cell. Like an animal cell, a typical plant cell has a cell surface membrane, cytoplasm, and a nucleus. However, plant cells differ from animal cells in several ways. Most plant cells have a large sap-filled cavity called the vacuole. Sap is a watery fluid containing salts and sugars. The vacuole surrounded by a membrane called the tonoplast. The cytoplasm contains starch grains, the food storage products of plants. Many plant cells have chloroplasts in the cytoplasm. This contains the pigments used in photosynthesis. Chlorophyll, which is green, is the main pigment. Chloroplasts occur only in the pods of plants exposed to light, the green pods. They are absent from underground structures such as roots. That is the end of our video session. Next time, we're going to speak about cell division. Thank you for your attention.